Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Ol and Tangy. Today is Friday, March 22nd. I'm Delaney.
And I'm Molly.
And you're watching Tangy Today.
BCom applications are due by the end of this week to Miss Arango or Miss Paulahimis. It is open to all current sophomores and juniors. Please see Mr. Fuchs, Miss Arango, or Miss Paulahimis if you have any questions or need an application.
And now over to Will and Emily for 30-second news.
With the Los Angeles Angels, according to CBS. The deal came out to $430 million and will likely keep Trout in Anaheim for the rest of his career. The extension is the largest contract in baseball history, ousting Bryce Harper's 13-year, $330 million deal signed earlier this month. Just for perspective matters, this contract nets Trout over $35 million a year, around $220,000 per game, and roughly $9,000 for every pitch that he faces.
On Tuesday, the FDA approved a drug called Zulresso, specifically for the treatment of postpartum depression, for the first time in history. Clinical trials indicated that the drug works within hours to treat symptoms of postpartum depression, which affects 1 in 9 new mothers after childbirth. The medication will be available in June, but only through a program authorizing certain healthcare providers to prescribe it in certified facilities, according to the FDA. However, Zulresso is far from the wide distribution, with treatments costing from $20,000 to $35,000.
After being arrested in February, New England Patriots owner Robert Kraft, as well as about 20 other men, were offered a pre-trial deal that would drop solicitation charges. 1 month ago, Kraft pleaded not guilty to 2 counts of solicitation at Orchids of Asia Day Spa in Jupiter, Florida. Florida prosecutors announced the charges would be dropped if Kraft and the others concede to guilt, complete 100 hours of community service per charge, take an education course on prostitution, undergo a screening for sexually transmitted disease, and pay $5,000 per charge. However, a source close to Kraft stated this was unlikely to happen, and Kraft's attorneys are now attempting to suppress video evidence used by prosecutors, which they claim did not have probable cause to collect.
This has been your 30-second news, and we'll see you back here after break.
The price of the yearbook will increase after spring break, so go to yearbookordercenter.com to buy yours today. Enter our school code 13686, again 13686, and follow the prompts to purchase. Seniors, make sure to choose to have your book shipped home in the fall.
We recently met with Audrey Kickbush, president of the OHS Page Turners, to talk about the club and how students can get involved. Check out this video.
Book club is a club that meets every couple of weeks where we read books and then come to discuss them. The next book we're going to be reading is Girl Interrupted by Susanna Kaysen. It's a memoir about her experience in the 60s in a psych ward with other teenage girls. The last book we read was The History of Love by Nicole Crass. The History of Love by Nicole Crass is a book that takes place from the perspective of multiple of the characters and their interlinking stories. It's about a book called The History of Love, the title, and the history of that book and how the book was almost stolen in a way from one author to another, and the main character, who is the true author of the book, his life and his experiences having a very tragic life. The book wraps up in a positive way, which was almost unexpected from the many tragedies many of the characters had to go through during their lives. The meeting to discuss the next book, Girl Interrupted, is going to be Monday, April 8th, and we're going to be meeting right after school in Mrs. Jones's room.
sure to grab a copy of Girl Interrupted to read over spring break and join the page turners for the next meeting.
Have a great spring break, Will and Tangy, and we'll see you back here in April.